Hey guys, I'm Bobby Max and this is RRTV. Now today we're going to be taking a look at the Paragon heated glove from RST. So if you hang around for a few minutes, we'll dive in and take a look, we'll do a review, and I will give you my honest opinion on this bit of kit. Now I'm sure most of you have heard of RST as they have a real pedigree for producing affordable race leathers, but as the show's primarily about rider tech, I'm sure you don't want to hear about the two-piece leather suit. Well, you might if you want, and you can leave a comment down below to tell us, but we'll probably not do it. So recently we have been reviewing heated gloves, so we decided it would be unfair of us to leave RST out as they are one of the biggest brands. So let's have a look to see what you get in the box. Okay, so now we've got everything out of the box, why don't we take a run through? What we get is a couple of hand cards there, one that says it's 3M thin insulate and the other one says it's a high pour liner, which is a breathable liner. We have the RST information pack and instructions, which basically will tell you a little bit about the gloves and how to plug that into there like that. You get the charger that comes with it, obviously. It's a dual port charger, so both of the batteries can be charged up at the same time, and various little plug ends that plug onto the end of the charger unit so you can use it in various parts of Europe and around the world. So now we've seen what actually comes in the box, why don't we take an in-depth look at the features and benefits of this pair of gloves. The first thing I'd like to point out about this RST glove is the lack of a carbon effect knuckle duster, which personally I think is fantastic. I think there's going to be a lot of people this year that produce gloves with this very outdated and old-fashioned looking carbon knuckle protector, and I'm glad that RST have gone to the trouble to basically cover it up while still maintaining a CE approved knuckle duster, for want of a better, or knuckle protection I suppose is what we're going to call it. Now the glove itself is a multi-material glove, as you can see, so we've got nylon leather and this heavy abrasion proof material to the impact point, because we know that's where we usually go down if we go down. Hopefully not, but some of us do. Now to the thumb we have a leather stretch panel here which just aids to the dexterity of the glove. Across the top of the fingers, as you can see, we've got extra leather, and we also have a couple of little protectors across the top of the knuckles of the two central fingers. The glove itself has a wrist strap, as we can see, a Velcro wrist strap. Now inside the glove we've got a brush liner which makes it feel particularly comfortable, as I would like to say. Now it also has a breathable high pour liner inside, so it's good to have a breathable liner, especially when you've got heated gloves, because if your hands do get a little bit too warm, your hands are going to sweat, they'll be uncomfortable, your gloves will start to smell, so it's better to have a breathable liner. The gloves also contain a 3M thinsulate liner which helps to keep the warmth in. If you're going to be keeping the warmth in the gloves, it will enable you to reduce the power of the gloves on the little power button here down to a medium or maybe low, which basically will extend the battery life of the gloves. So it's just maintaining the heat that's in there will help the gloves work better. The gloves themselves are very, very comfortable gloves, to be quite honest with you. Size wise, I would say, well, I'm a large to an extra large. These are an extra large, and they possibly feel a little bit large on me, so yeah, they're probably about right, to be honest with you. I'd say they've got the sizing pretty good. Right, let's power them up and see what they are like. Oh yeah, and don't forget, we can't make these videos without you, and we'd like to think if you've had any use out of them at all, or you've enjoyed them at all, you will possibly give us a thumbs up. If you leave a comment down below, that'd be great, and well, if you'd like to consider subscribing, that'd be awesome. Anyway, for now, let's power these bad boys up and see what they're like. Right, let's talk power. Now the first thing I want to say is these gloves come with the batteries in the box, which I think is a fantastic bonus or addition or whatever you want to call it, because when you look at most of the other gloves out there, you probably get some hard wiring, you don't get self-contained batteries. You can buy them if you want, but they're probably about, I don't know, 80 to 90 quid or something like that. So the fact that these come in the box is absolutely fantastic. Now I will say that the Climate gloves from Ixon, they do have batteries in the box, but the one thing you've got to take into consideration is the Climate gloves are roughly around 300 or so pounds. When you consider these gloves about 180 or so, 190 or so, I think that's pretty good value for money. You've got two lithium polymer batteries. Both batteries contain 2.2 milliamp hours, or 2,200 milliamps of power, which, as I said, is going to give you in excess of probably around 2 hours, depending on how you use them. And they are self-contained. You have a little waterproof zip under there. The batteries, basically, I don't know whether you can see this, but they just plug into there like that. They are self-contained and they fit into the little pouch that is just under there like that. I probably should have done this before, guys, but I was just wondering if I could do it with one hand. Looks like I can. And your batteries are installed. Now, to turn the glove on, what we have to do is press the button in there, give it a long press, and they will turn on. Now, you've got 3 heat settings on this glove. Basically, you've got red, which I think we have on here, which is full power. Then we have amber, which is midway power, and then we have green, which is lowest power. So you've got 3 heat settings, basically. The gloves work independently of each other, so if you do get one hand that gets colder than the other, you can have one on high, one on low, and you will be comfortable and snug as a bug in a rug. So what else can we talk about? Now, I've had these gloves on now, I would say, or I've turned them on, and they've been on for probably, I don't know, 30 or 40 seconds. I can already feel them starting to warm up, especially across the back of the hand round here. Just starting to get a bit of heat down into the fingers. So if I turn them back up to full power, I am just going to talk for a couple of seconds and tell you that yes, they are warming up. I can feel them warming up. So the heat up time on these, I would say, is pretty good, to be honest with you. So they are self-contained, they are comfortable, they look stylish. What else can we say about them? Okay, right, so what do we really think about the RST glove? When you take into consideration that it's got a self-contained battery and the batteries actually come with it, unlike some of the other gloves that we have reviewed, when you have a look at the price, around about £190, and compare that against, say, the Ixon Climate gloves at £300, by the way, there's a review in that little pop-up thing just up there for you to have a look at, the Ixon glove if you wish to. And you understand that these are fully CE approved, which all gloves have to be nowadays, but not all are. Then yes, I would say these gloves are really, really good and worth absolutely every penny. Now, we've left some links down below for anybody that's interested in buying these gloves. And that's about all I've got left to say. Follow the links if you want more information. My name's Bobby Max. I'm out of here.